G'day mates and welcome back to Anno 1800. So today we're out in our lovely portside town yet again of, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Korakawa DF. It's a curious colony out in the middle of nowhere. Has a little bit of a plague going at the moment. The doctor is in the process of taking care of that. Probably could mobilise, but I don't think it matters too much. Bristol is burning, but nothing new there. So today, I'm actually a little bit... Okay, well, we do have railways. No, Letherington, one of my viewers, will be very, very impressed by that. I do require engineers, though. How do I get engineers? I'm imagining... Yes. Imagining engineers have something to do with being leveled up. But upgrade not possible. So this is the maximum level of people, so I cannot get engineers. Interesting. So I'm not going to be able to actually get... Yes, I'll deal with that in a second. I'm not going to be able to get oil or anything in this particular playthrough, not until the full game comes out. But it does look like railways of some sort, which I can't actually click, I can't even see what they look like. A railway of some sort will exist in this game, so very, very excited about that. Either way, let's go and have a look at this. I'm doing another animal expedition. I've done 2 or 3 of these bits already. So we're going to jump in halfway through here. The teeth of the mountain. You can see also morale is low. Things have not been going well for me. These tracks could belong to man-eaters. The crew's reconnaissance report carried intriguing rumours of local threats, abducted men and women, quarries filled with human bones, and a mountain chain too impenetrable to be devoid of valuable finds. Almost as soon as your explorers start their ascension, they spot fresh tracks in the dry leaves. That's a good question. I could avoid them, or I could follow them and find something. Ooh, that's the pirate and that princess lady.
Ceasefire has ended.
And mine's ended. I need to hurry up and make a decision. I think, given how bad things are at the moment, we're not going to take any risks. We're going to avoid the tracks. And it failed. Avoiding the tracks apparently means getting as lost as possible. Taking care not... Oh, I think I might fail this one. Taking care not to cross... Oh, come on. Continue that ceasefire. Stop interrupting me. Taking care not to cross the path of whoever laid these footprints, the sailors avoid all semblances of roads and bury themselves deep in the mountain's forest. They emerge after 3 days of aimless wandering, devoured not by the rumoured cannibals, but by mosquitoes, ticks and leeches. That did not go as well as I could have hoped. We're down to 19. At the end of this, we'll be down to 10. Let's just hope the next one is successful. Yes, warn me. It's not looking good at the moment. Not looking good at all. I lost about 35% due to some parasites that we failed because I didn't bring enough medicinal things with me. And rather than take the morale hit, I ended up cutting people's arms and legs off and turning them into like little wooden peg leg people. So that was not very successful. But okay. Interesting. Does that mean anything? I wonder if I have to treat it in some capacity. I'm not... Illness cured? Oh, okay, so maybe the illness jumped onto the ship, so I have to be careful not to send the ship back to the New World, or I'll bring smallpox or some sort of local equivalent up to it.
Are starting to get sick.
Yeah, okay, so it's jumping from here back to there. But this hospital can, they can take care of that. I reckon they're pretty good on this. Now I do need a place for coffee plantations. What I was thinking of coffee was somewhere up here would be really nice. I get that sort of form a northern boundary for as far as I'm willing to. No. Here we go. I got a northern boundary for as far as I'm willing to go. Because I've got a lot of land on this island. I could do some really great big plantations. So I do need coffee. Let's go. Is there a coffee one down here? And how much do we require? 168. And we also require a 2 to 1. So we require 2 of these for each coffee roaster. So let's throw... I'm going to want 2 coffee roasters. So let's get you down and we'll start smashing it out. Well, that was easy. I think I can just send it up this way. Yes, thank you. Basically just wait for people to die.
starting to get sick.
Oh, come on. Do I have to get like send the ship away or something, or what? Maybe I'll just send it out here. Away from the island. We'll see what happens there. Actually, maybe... I've got an idea. How about I send you... and you... Send these two guys over to this island here. She appears to not be building housing. Oh, she's got a small bunch of housing down here. That is cotton fields. See, I'd love to have some cotton fields, but I just do not have the fertility for it. Jolly Roger. Yar, it's a pirate ship. The crew thought them extinct, but reality proves them wrong. A torn black flag buried in a skull and bones flaps against the weather-worn mast of the approaching ship. The spectral silhouettes of starved men pile up against its guardrails, eager to feed on their prey. I can try to boost them everyone with faith, or we can start and fight them. Being the Invincible 2, these people are going to fight them off. These scoundrels will see what true sailors look like. In a demonstration of their tactical flair, your crew works to release the starboard anchor. The weighted cross dives into the sea, finds a sturdy ledge, and commands the ship's movement. Your vessel jumps and drifts to the side, face to face with the pirates. Fire the cannons! Oh, come on, it was a plus 35% chance. Were you aiming for the pirates or the actual sky? Your cannonballs fly way over the pirate ship, allowing the scoundrels time to react to your sudden maneuver. The tide of the battle shifts in their favour as grappling hooks catch your ship and lock it into place. Well, if we surrender, we've lost completely. We'll at least try and defend. There's a small % chance. Disastrous voyage. Panic. Your sailors lose their nerve and cannot handle the mere thought of being boarded. They abandon their posts and weapons and beg for a mercy that is not given. Well, it's their fault. They had the choice. The pirates, at least as frantic as their victims, slaughter several crew members before they notice your sailors surrender. They plunder your supplies and scurry away. The expedition has taken its toll and morale is at rock bottom. In the days that follow, desertion, quarrels over short supplies, open mutiny, mysteriously vanishing crew members, and brave men and women turning insane, reduces the crew and turns this venture into a nightmare. Your expedition is lost. So how I lost the Invincible 2? That's the question. I appear to have lost the Invincible 2. I think I should have turned back when I had the chance. So, interesting. That's the first failure I've ever had. Useful information. Anyway, we've got ourselves a small warehouse just here. You've got enough, and I'll get this last one to go up and... it's 168, that's all we need. So there's our coffee plantations. What we're going to need now is 2... What's that? The gold mine. Requires engineers again, which I can't get. Canned food shortage. Oh, yeah, because I'm buying it in, that's the problem. I can't get the various fertilities that I need, which is rather unfortunate. I might need to actually start going to war shortly to take the fertilities I need. That might be the solution, I think. Coffee, I was doing coffee. So I'm going to need 2 of these. These are quite large buildings. And I am slightly short, but I suspect the coffee, once it kicks in, will handle that and give me the workers I require. Having said that, I could probably level up a couple of extra guys anyway. Now we've got a good supply of all our foods here. Let's have a look here. Again, I wish I could filter this for whatever's required on this particular area. But food is good. Tortillas are decreasing slightly, but it could just be that, that they're capped out. Yep, looks like they're capped out. Ponchos are looking good. At the moment, we are looking really good. What I'm actually going to do is head back and start building up my military. Because, oh, there you go. That's the, I'm not sure if I showed this already, but I've planned out what I think is going to be my zoo. Once I fill it all in, it should look really quite nice. And I've tried to sort of incorporate the park into the back of it. The whole big sort of an eatery, picnic sort of area at the back here with little tables and chairs. People to sit at around the, what do you call this thing? The fountains. So that's the back area. They've got a second ticket entrance area over here. and walk in and pay their entry fee over there, or through the main front entrance up here to into some of the different things. And I was hoping the expedition would give me a couple of extra animals, but unfortunately, not the case. Now, either way, what we're going to need is a bunch of military ships. I think a ship of the line is the way to go. I can only get one of those. What do I need more of? More timber. That should fill up quite quickly because I believe these were fully loaded. Here you go, there's 8 there. So give it a bit of time and we'll be able to get enough for a second ship of the line. I probably can even produce them by the time this one finishes. Just continuously produce them. Clippers are going to be no use to me. Frigates could be handy. They're considerably cheaper. Let's have a look here. 4,000 to 2,000 damage per second is doubled almost. Not quite double, but nearly there. Upkeep costs are more than double. Naval power, more than double, but doesn't have the navigation. And does not require... This requires... Apart from the cannons, everything else is... This is a much more efficient ship to build, given what it is. Cannons really being the only thing that's difficult to produce. Timber and the sails should be pumping out quite quickly. What did I come here for? Oh, to build a military, that was it. So we're going to pump up this military and throw a second one down shortly. And we're going to consider building... What are we looking at? I'm going to consider building... So fur coats, I need additional artisans here. So let's level up a couple of those guys. It's going to use up probably all my timber. But such is life. New buildings have been unlocked. Let's have a look what we require here. Cotton plantation needs to come from the New World. That's somewhat unfortunate. Hunting cabin. Do I have... Oh, okay, no, I need a fertility for that as well. So definitely need to start taking things. I need to go to war probably with that bloke. What's his name? The Willie Wobbler or something.
There's a rat in your laundry.
Not looking good. But yeah, this Willie Wibblesock, I think, is going to be the person I go to war with. I do have a non-aggression pact for the next 2 hours though, which is somewhat unfortunate. I'd hate to go to war with this lady here because she is looking mightily powerful in comparison to me. She's probably one of the best choices though to take in terms of the value of her land. She has some very, very nice looking places here, some good fertilities. What have we got here? Hops useful, grapes I'm not sure yet. Fur abundance, I need this island with regards to fur. This one doesn't give me anything I need just yet. This island down here has the red peppers that I desperately need for canned food. And the fur abundance as well, just for the fur coats. She's also got cotton producing lands in the New World, so that could be worthwhile taking. Princess Ching, on the other hand, has furs. I could maybe buy furs off her. That's certainly one option. Yeah, Willie Wibblesock, of course, I could just take the red pepper fertility from him. This one here, this is the one I desperately need to take. It has... Oh, zinc. Not sure what that'll do. It's got iron and clay deposits, a bit of coal, which will be helpful for making the canned goods. We've got the red peppers we need, and the fur abundance. This is, yeah, Willie Wibblesock is the one to go for. He's got, what's that, one mounted gun. That's all he's got. He's got this one here, defending as well. He seems like it could be easy enough to conquer. I think he's going to be the one we go for. Before that, though, I think I'd like to really duck down and get sewing machine production done. So, to do that, I need additional iron mines. Probably can actually make do with what I've got because I'm not using steel beams anywhere near quick enough. Coal... Is that a coal mine? Yeah, it is a coal mine. So I can throw that right there. Well, that's interesting. So I'm using charcoal at the moment, but I can actually ditch those in favour of a coal mine, which now is pumping out every 30 seconds, as opposed to these ones, which I believe pump out every minute. Either way, we've got that there. I could just really throw down another one of these somewhere. Just Another one of those there. And a sewing machine factory. I'm not going to need a huge amount of them, I don't think. I will level you up though, just to keep up with everything. And we're going to need to throw another one of these babies over here. There we go. It's sort of using some of the excess resources that we're not going to need. If we start using too much steel, it may even be worthwhile throwing down another iron deposit over here, along with a second furnace, just to really make sure that we're moving along as quickly as we need to. Because I'm using cannons, I'm using steel, there's a whole range of different things here. So I'll try to minimize my drain of resources, otherwise it'd be too much of a bottleneck for everything. That should be sufficient for now. We'll mine those things in and we'll see how we go. You require, coal and iron, that'll come in time. Okay, so that sewing machine's done. What is the production rate here? 30 seconds, so I need, that's more than sufficient. That's a 1-to-1 and, iron really pumps out quickly. So it's actually coal that's going to be my limiting factor. So I could potentially throw down a second coal mine, but I think we've got a sufficient amount here anyway, for the time being. But if I need to add on additional coal mine, additional sewing factories, that's what we will do. Now they will provide for most of the people here, I suspect. Yep, that's gradually increasing. It's increasing my income as well as the number of artisans I've got, which is great. Fur coats will come after we have a bit of a war. And you're looking good, but I still need a smidge more timber. That'll be coming in a second. Once that drops off, we'll have more timber with which to build more stuff. Yeah, take it. I don't know what you're taking. There we go. So the real issue with this one is that they take a long time to build. These are only 6 minutes. I think these ones take, we must be edging towards 10 minutes. If that's a 2-minute gap, yeah, it could be 10 to 12 minutes. So that is the real bottleneck. Ships of the line take a long time to build. They're also very slow to move. So that's something to keep in mind. Meanwhile, these ones, smidge quicker, more maneuverable. We'll figure that out as we go along. Anyway, that's going to keep going along there for a little bit. I'm going to head back to the new world, and we will see what else we can build up over here. I do think... Oh, shit. So I have completely lost that ship. That's the problem. I've completely lost that ship. So we're going to have ourselves a bit of a problem there because they had all my cannons that I forgot to offload. Bugger. What I'd like to do is actually buy in cannons. If anybody here actually sells them or not. I'll buy in as many cannons as I can so I can set up a bit of a defensive guardrail here. Just in the off chance that Willie Wibblesock begins to fight back. I think he's quite weak. I do want to be prepared just in case that happens. So we'll head over to the old world here. I'll throw down a couple of extra defenses in the harbour. Another cannon tower in the centre here there. If only you knew, lady. If only you knew. Ooh, I stuffed that one up. Let's actually rotate you around so you're facing the right direction. There we go. Firing outwards. That is a nice looking ship. Look at that. Look at that. There are a shit ton of cannons there. Absolute metric shit ton of them. Solid looking ship as well, and it does appear to be coal powered or something. Yeah, look at that bit of steam going as well, so should have some good speed here. It's important to keep in mind that, yeah, so this way is where the wind is blowing. This is a wind gauge there. I do believe it moves around, so it should move quicker in that direction. The wind is pointing, which is where those arrows are, and then slower coming back this way. Yes, it slowed right down coming back this way. much slower against the wind. So that's something to keep in mind. How much tack do we actually need?
Let the sails fill.
Yeah, even just generally on like that half of it will allow us to move quite quickly. Interesting stuff. I could probably throw down a secondly one of these. Let's actually throw 2 of these over this side. One there,
Their people are willing.
and one there. There you go. Military progress. Now, of course, this island over here is going to be somewhat exposed, so I will try to buy these in as well. I've got more than enough cash to do whatever I want. Really, it's up to whether people supply them to me or not. Things are looking pretty good so far. It's another mission I don't really care about. You're going to be built up in a second, and with that, I think we need that. With that, I think we'll be ready. Let's go up to a higher speed and just double check this one. So that we've got another 8 minutes remaining. So yeah, it looks like it's about 12 minutes to actually build one of these things. It's quite a long time. Do I want anything else in the meantime? I can get more cannons. There's another frigate. How am I going with regards to sewing machines? I have 8 of them, and I'm increasing by 8 every 20 minutes, which is acceptable. These people are nearly fully supplied. I'd really love to get in canned goods, but again, I can't actually produce them because of a pepper shortage. Red peppers. Probably buy in goulash and then use the excess iron to throw down a canned food factory just to back things up gradually to support my canned food imports. The alternative is
A fire broke out.
oh god damn, these are annoying. These are so very annoying.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Investors enjoy the fruits of my labor, but I wonder if they know.
I don't know what that means. Either way, that'll be taken care of shortly. We'll need to rebuild that because that is completely destroyed. And it looks like everything's beginning to catch fire now. Trade union, 35%. I'll come back a little later date. I think at this point we are ready to start moving goods around. Let's head back to our other island and double check. We see it was an easy way to switch between them, but that's not too bad. That's fairly quick. I don't care about that. Pirates can settle wherever the hell they want. So Willie Wibblesock seems to be the man to take out at this point. Cotton fertility, got coffee fertility, which I need. I think cotton's the only one he's got that I need.
City has grown ugly.
But I need, there's another one I'm going to need. I forget which one it was.
The fire has been vanquished.
Cocoa, have I got cocoa? I have not got cocoa. Sugar, that was it. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to go to a all-out war here, unless I can see what I am actually capable of importing. You guys are looking good. Hats will be important. To do a hat, I require cotton. Yeah, okay. So, because nothing I can do at the moment. What I need to do is effectively wait. I could throw down an oil refinery and just sell off the produce, because there's a fair bit of oil that I can get here. But I think we will just leave that for now. Everyone else is looking pretty good. It's just the hats that I need. And then if I can bring the sewing machines over, once I've got a few more of them, things will be looking really good. Rum. Oh, okay, I've got rum. That's what I need. So I can export rum. Let's use one of our ships here. Let's use the Epiphany. So we're going to use the Epiphany on a trade route here. So we're going to, let's create a route here. A new trade route. It's going to assign the Epiphany. You're going to start from here. And from here, what you're going to load is rum. 50 rum. I'm going to need to probably step up my rum production, except that I'm buying rum in, so that is a bit of concern actually. I'm not producing very much of it. So that may not be enough. I'll need to buy double rum and really try to up my production as much as possible. What we're going to do now is head to the world map, and you're going to go to the old world, and you will head to this island here, back to Bristol. So then unload those two, and you're then going to buy in sewing machines. Beer would be good too. I'm just not producing enough of it. I really do need to sit down and start conquering a few islands and really setting things up a bit more. I suppose the question is, I don't know whether it's going to be entertaining enough on camera or not. I think it's just going to be sewing machines. There's nothing else I really need at this point. So load up one set of sewing machines, and then we'll offload that in the new world. I just do need to rename that because Korakawa de Franga. I'm not sure I can pronounce that properly. Do we want a full load or not? Probably do. I think we're going to wait for goods at each of those joints, and we will accept that. So if you can get a full load, then that will be sufficient. Okay. Yep, I'm happy with that. So we'll see how that goes anyway. But it probably does mean I need to up my production of rum. I do have a single... where did I build it? A single rum factory somewhere.
We're up to our eyebrows.
That's all coffee.
I could simply go to press.
No, come back, come back. I forgot this one was still full of stuff.
You look as radiant as ever.
Yep, just publish it, I don't care.
Uncompromising journalism.
Okay, so we've got a fair bit of stuff that I actually need to get rid of, so I will throw down a whole heap of those. Try to use up all my wood. Okay, that's all that wood done there. Move you across.
Editors have agreed an alliance.
I'm not going to move that steel. I do need to move the...
Say,
Let's just move this across. Use up as much stone as we can. Just to... get everything sorted. You... Okay, unload your stone. And we've got that spare one. Okay, with that, you're free to continue your trade route. It takes about 10, maybe 8 to 10 minutes to actually go from here back to the new world. I cut a lot of that out before I started recording and waited for all my boats to come in. But I'll show you once he leaves the map, it'll actually take quite a significant period of time. We're at the fastest speed here as well. It'll take a significant period of time once he heads off the map to actually get all the way back to the old world. And we look at $1 million. We're doing well. Doing very well here. Any minute now. Boats are very slow, unfortunately. Which is why I think that we're going to get coal-fired plants or even oil-fired boats at some point in the future. Okay, so you're gone. So you should appear up on the world map shortly. Well, there's the trade route we can see. He will, a little boat will appear out. I think we've seen that happening before as the other one was going along. Looks great. You've got a bunch of them going back and forth. And it'd be great to actually see what we get if we ever manage to colonise up there in the future as well. That might be where the engineers come from, or who knows. We'll figure that out as we go along.
I have learned a great deal about trade from you.
Yeah, still going slowly. That'll come in time. I'm not particularly interested in that.
ceasefire has ended.
Ooh, interesting. I wonder if that's relevant for him. Either way, we've got ourselves... I'm going to throw down one frigate as well, just for some mobile protection. Now, the frigate's taking... 6 minutes to make. These ones take 12 minutes, I was right. So these are, I think, sufficient power to take down Willie Wobblecock, or Willie Wobblesock, whatever his name is. It's this island here that we want to attack? Yeah, it is. Red Pepper and Fur Abundance. So this is going to be the island I think we're going to try to siege down. And we're going to be doing that next episode. Do we want... Yeah, I think we are going to accept that. Because we don't particularly want to fight you while we're distracted with this guy over here. So anyway, I've been BLXZ. This has been Anno 1800. Next episode we're going to be heading in and... we're going to be having and declaring war on Willie Wobblesock, the creeper in yellow over here. We're going to be blowing the shit out of his island and seeing if we can extort him, or I don't know exactly what to expect. But I do want this sweet, what was it? Red peppers. Where is he building red peppers? Not even properly exploiting his island. This guy is backwards. We need to take him out for the good of the people on this island. Okay guys, take care, and I will see you next time.